As the election nears, you'll hear some Catholic voices wanting to tell us how to vote. Saying, for example, it's a sin to belong to that party, or it's a sin to vote for this candidate. Some suggest, even demand, that politicians and voters who don't support the range of life issues should be excommunicated, which is like a spiritual death penalty. Giving the benefit of the doubt, I'll grant that those voices are well-meaning, inspired perhaps by the love St. Paul wrote about, a love which is supposed to do no evil. Or maybe they see themselves as God-appointed guardians, like Ezekiel, warning people away from something harmful and towards something good. Go to the light. But angry admonitions, judging and condemning other people, and excluding them from the Holy Community or from Holy Communion isn't going to achieve that end. First of all, anger is a real turnoff. And while those strategies might be defended as tough love, just like that parenting approach, it often does more harm than good. Let me say this about that. It isn't a sin to belong to either political party or to vote for any one candidate, unless it's because that party or candidate is pro-abortion or pro-death penalty or is nasty to immigrants. And whether or not someone should receive Holy Communion is the responsibility of the person in line, not the distributor. Also, the Church can't tell us how to vote, but it can tell us to vote, if we're able, and to vote our conscience, and not simply according to the party line. Towards that end, conscientious voting, both the Iowa and the National Conferences of Bishops offer on their websites considerations on various issues to help us to prepare for conscientious voting. And on those websites, we'll learn that while we aren't single-issue voters, it is a preeminent priority for us to act of those life issues: abortion, the death penalty, mercy killing. That being said, at the same time, we can't ignore other issues like racism or brutality from or towards police, poverty, immigration reform, or protecting the environment. Jesus in the gospel teaches that we should pull out all the stops to warn people away from harm and towards the good, but to do it with love, with honey and not the hammer.